Just when you think 2020 can't get any crazier, Mike Tyson announces that he's going to be fighting Roy Jones Jr. on September 12th in an 8-round exhibition fight. On this video, I'm going to break down the fight, tell you everything you need to know about that fight, and give you my prediction, which I'm sure that you'll disagree with. My name's Tony Jeffries, Olympic medalist boxer, former undefeated professional, 7-time national champion, European champion. Welcome to my YouTube channel. When I found out that these were fighting, I was like, oh my goodness, what is happening here? Even though so many other people, boxers included, are very excited about this fight. We've got my two favorite boxers of all time, Roy Jones Jr. and Mike Tyson, coming head to head in a fight. Mike Tyson is 54 years old, Roy Jones is 51 years old. Both of them well past the prime, especially Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's last fight was 15 years ago in 2005 when he got stopped by Kevin McBride. Roy Jones, the way more active fighter of the two, his last fight was in 2018, and before that he was fighting pretty regularly. And right here is the tail of the tape. We've got Mike Tyson, age 54, 56 fights, 50 wins, and 44 knockouts in his career. Yes, Mike Tyson is known as the baddest man on the planet, the baddest fighter of all time, the most exciting, most explosive heavyweight of all time. But like I said, his last fight was 15 years ago. Now Roy Jones, 75 fights, 9 losses. 5 of those losses were pretty heavy knockouts. He's aged 51, and out of his 66 wins, he's also got 47 knockouts. So between these two legends, they've knocked out 91 of their professional opponents. So why I think this is a terrible idea, which I really do think. The main reason is health. These boys, they've both been knocked out badly before in the past, like I mentioned, and now they're coming against each other. They're fighting another world-class fighter, even though they're past the prime, another knockout artist, and at the age they're at, it's just going to be doing more damage than necessary. They don't need it. They've both retired boxing legends, boxing icons. And I think I know why they want to come back and do this again. I retired myself in 2012, and the hardest thing about retiring from boxing is that you're never going to get that feeling again, no matter what you do. The best feeling in the world is winning a fight, winning a title, winning a big event. And if you've competed before, you'll know this. So they've realized now they're never going to get that feeling again. And when I retired from boxing, knowing I was never going to get that feeling again, I got depressed, and which a lot of fighters do, and you feel down and you feel low, and you really want that again, and you think that you can do it. Now, Mike Tyson's been posting these highlight videos on YouTube and Instagram where he's looking really sharp, but it's only, if you noticed, it's only for a few seconds at a time. We've never seen any long footage of him doing a 3-minute round, a 3-minute sparring round, which that is completely different. Anyone can look good, not as good as Mike Tyson, but anyone can look good for a 15-second clip on a heavy bag or on the mitts. But when it comes to getting in the ring and fighting someone like Roy Jones, you know, it's a bad idea. And you might feel great in the gym. You might even be doing these 3-minute rounds in the gym and feeling really good. But when he gets in the ring, that's when everything changes. You know, the thing that goes first from any boxer after they've not done it for a long time is your timing. He'll be there. You might see Roy Jones throw a punch, or anyone throw a punch, and he'll not be able to get out of the way. That's the first thing that goes with boxing, the timing. The last thing that goes, which never goes, is power, which Mike Tyson's got, which is why it's dangerous for Roy Jones, because he's got that power. And Roy Jones has been knocked out 5 times. He is actually my favourite fighter of all time, and I really don't want to see him get knocked out again. But that being said, my prediction for the fight, I don't think Roy Jones will get knocked out again. I think Roy Jones will win this fight. I think Roy Jones will stop Mike Tyson, which is the opposite of what everybody else is seeing. And the reason why I think that is because he's been more active. He's been fighting regularly. He's had more fights than Mike Tyson. He's had 23 fights just while Mike Tyson's been retired. And them fights is against people like Antonio Tarver, Joe Calzaghe, Enzo Maccarinelli. Like lots of good fights, lots of tough fights. He hasn't won them all, but he's had some great fights within the time why Tyson's been retired. And let's just say Tyson's conditioning is really good, which it's not going to be as good as it ever was when he was younger in his 30s fighting. But let's just say it is. One thing that Tyson will struggle with is a body shot of Roy Jones. And the way I think this fight's going to end is a stoppage by Roy Jones by landing a body shot on Mike Tyson. That's the way I think this will end. Guys, let me pass this question off to you. What do you think will happen? Firstly, do you agree with the fight happening? Secondly, will you watch the fight? Are you excited about the fight? And thirdly, who will win and how? I would love to know your answers on this. Please let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please subscribe to this channel where I upload lots of boxing education videos, lots of fight breakdowns, lots of videos like this. Thank you for watching.